Everybody, it's Peter, and it's time for review. This has been long in the making. I finally finished this book. So if you haven't heard about this book, this is Amy Schmittauer, who is now known as Amy Landino, if you look her up online. I think she figured it was easier to use her now husband's name, Vincenzo. Use his last name instead of her own because for some people, Schmittauer is a little hard to say. So, bit of backstory on this. Amy Schmittauer she's a speaker. Not a stereo speaker. She does speaking engagements. She also has a website. She will help people. If you go to currently it is still savvysexysocial.com. I will put the link down below. It may change soon because she announced she had to make some changes to her brand. For the simple fact is because if you're at work and say, hey, I heard about this Amy Schmittauer now Amy Landino book, I want to go look that up. What's her website? Savvy Sexy Social. Well, you're at work, and of course, there's all these internet filters. Wait a minute, you're looking up sex? Oh, we can't have that. So she was finding that. So she's had to change some of her online classrooms to something else so it's more, safe for work friendly, so people can, Google her. Anyway, this book, Blog Like a Boss, she wrote probably over a year ago, January. She spent the entire month vlogging in January every day to promote this book. This book is basically her just passing on her knowledge, which that's her main goal, is to basically to have people like you and me help us along, figure out the internet. How do we use, vlogging and YouTube and other social medias to get our word out there? Because there is a chapter in the book. It is actually in the opening chapter. She does have a section, and she does state this on her website. And this is more geared towards people that are trying to start their own business. It sort of boils down to, if you're not really ready for this kind of commitment, don't read this book. I will make a contrary statement to that. To me, this book actually helped me quite a bit because I've been off and on with the internet. I've had my channel, I think, since 2010. I think I caught the bug again when I was home on medical leave. We got my eyes fixed. Go figure, I'm playing with YouTube while I'm getting my eyes fixed. And I got the bug then following some people like Akeem Lawson. He's a voice artist. Felicity, I think I was picking up on the guild. I think I might have been late to the party, but Felicity and her Geek and Sundry channel was really starting to take off. And people like that. I was just following more, YouTubers or YouTube-based, nerds and geeks. So I thought, hey, you know what? I can do some of this stuff. So I did a few. If you check my history, you can see I've done some stuff. I was doing some borderline movie reviews, some voice work of my own. I used to do impressions when I was a kid. I got that kind of inspiration. Then I put it away for a while. And then again, I'm off work for PTSD and work stress, that kind of thing. Don't remember how the heck. Somewhere in 2016, I bumped into Amy Schmittauer somewhere online, like you normally do. You're clicking on stuff on YouTube, and hey, who's this person? I'm going to follow them. And it was just around the same time she was doing the Triple S Veda, which is Savvy Sexy Social, vlog every day, and this time it was August. I said, okay, let's check it out. And I did that. Didn't do very well. I think I did every other day or not even, just because I wasn't up for it. And I think I was already still recovering. But that's how I found her. In 2017, she started saying, hey guys, I got a book coming in. And it's all about vlogging. And she's been on YouTube forever and a day. And she thought, like a lot of good people, here's what I've learned. Here's what I've experienced. I'm going to pass it on to you in the form of a book. You can also, I still believe you still can get it as an audiobook. She used to have a free code. Check out her website. It might still be available. I'm not too sure. That was offered, I think, just before Christmas. But this is a good book. It's not a big book. It's under 200 pages. And funny story with this was, throughout the month of January of last year, she did have little contests about, if you chime in during one of her live chats on Facebook, maybe you get lucky, or if you go to her YouTube channel and within the first hour, put in a comment, she'll pick a comment, you will be eligible for a free copy of the book. I got lucky. There was one time it was her and Vincenzo were at the apartment, and they were doing a live show on Facebook. And I chimed in with whatever, and they said, okay, we will pick 3 people from this. I was one of the 3. It took a while because I think it was a combination of, I'm up in Canada, so I know it was a combination of shipping, book not coming in, oh, we forgot about you. Obviously, you got all these people coming at you. You're running a business. You have things to do. Finally got the book. And me, like with most projects, I dove into the book. And I read it every so often. I'm not really a power reader. I think I read more on the internet, or I prefer YouTube videos because it's just easier to just take in audio visual information than to actual read a book. But it is a good book. Not that I couldn't get through the book, but I just I have a bad habit of, I'll get on something and I'll go like bang, 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 and I'll go squirrel and totally forget stuff. Very good book. I did get a lot of good tips on there. Everything from how to do proper thumbnails, the thumbnails that you say you're sharing a video from YouTube. Well, you show it on Twitter, that works fine because you only got to see that little thumbnail. But if you share a video on YouTube, well, you only get this little thumbnail. She shows the proper way. No, go into a site, and I'll list that site as well too. It's called Canva, like Canvas, but without the s.com. Actually, I have all sorts of templates, so you can make everything from, I made a new banner for my channel. You can make thumbnails for your videos, all this good stuff. So any kind of creative stuff. If you're not, say, handy with Photoshop, they have a lot of pre-made designs and shapes and colors. And you can drop in your own pictures, which I do because I do my movie reviews. All my current reviews of any sort have actually all been done through Canva now. I have a creative background anyway, so I didn't learn those kind of things, but from following Amy. She also has a link on, and I'll put that link as well, to how to do quickie live shows using YouTube. That was really good too, because I tried it a couple of times. Just remember to make sure you hit record, because one time I think I yammered on for like 20 minutes, not realizing I didn't have the record on, and I was just talking to an empty camera. So all these little tidbits came from this book. Even if you're not running a business, you're not starting a brand, but you want to get into, say, YouTube vlogging, and you sort of like, you know what, I really want to, get this book. This book covers everything from, the 3 fears. Fear of equipment, fear of yourself, overcoming your fears. What I found is, and I'm finding myself in the last few videos I've been doing, I'm actually at this speed right now. But before I was kind of like, well, hi, how you doing? It's me. And one of the other fears too is about equipment. And I've seen her do this in her videos too. Like, some people got, $1,000 digital SLRs and all sorts of things. All you really need to do, and that's what I want to do for my next setup, because all I have right now is this little puppy. What is this one? This is an old Canon PowerShot I got as a free thing from work. For, unfortunately, it's only 640p, so it's not that great. I want to eventually get a half decent camera and just get something small. Like just get a small Canon that does at least 1080. Right now I use my web camera, which also works in 1080. On occasion, I have used my smartphone, but if you do use a smartphone, because she does recommend you've got this camera in your pocket, if you're going to do a lot of vlogging in the day with a smartphone, invest in a battery backup so you can charge your phone, because I did a video when I was at Tank Fest last, and I ended up having to do the rest of my shooting with my camera. I had that as backup because I went so far and you can only record so much, and I chewed through the battery. And I got about 3/4 of my filming done, but then eventually battery's dead. Now, if I had a battery backup, I could have charged it up and maybe finish the rest of my vlog for the day. Really good. I would recommend this book to anybody. I don't care if you're running a business or not. If she definitely knows what she's doing. She's worked with all sorts of people. If you read the beginning of her book, she tells the story about how she hooked up with Gary Vaynerchuk. And actually, Gary Vaynerchuk, who's a well-known YouTuber. Bottom line is, definitely get this book if you're looking at doing what we're doing here. I would definitely give it a thumbs up. So many stars. It's a really good resource. There's lots of stuff you will learn in this. I'm still learning as I'm going. And the one thing that a lot of people think I have a fear of too, I'm not ready. I don't want to do it. I've only got a couple things. Like I said, I got a web camera. I got myself. I used to do amateur filming with my friends with our old VHS recorders. If you don't know what that is and you're a millennial, Google it. But used to have our own cameras, and we used to do our own little filming and that kind of thing. So I have that sort of a bit of a background. And I sort of touched on doing other things like, TV editing, small scale. I still have my old mixer from doing video edits and stuff too. So I do have a slight background. Again, it's getting used to talking to the camera, talking to an inanimate object, pretending it's a person. That's the trick that also Amy will say in the book too. Don't treat the camera as a camera. Treat the camera as if you're talking to your buddy, your friend. If you read this book already, tell me what you thought about it. Did it help you along? Did you help? Do you follow Amy? Again, with my video, did you like it? Did you not like it? Don't forget, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I do on a weekly basis. There's at least, I'm doing shows, like I always said, I'm always doing shows. The Marvel shows mostly. Star Trek is out, so I'm reviewing that. I just did Molly's Game. That's going to be coming out soon. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.